I can't even tell you how many times I talk to folks who are living in a home that they don't love, a home that they have outgrown. They're settling, making it work, saving money to get that dream space years down the line, perhaps even after the kids are out of the house. When I ask them why, the response is that they can't afford it. They feel like a bigger house isn't necessary right now. Yet, later in our conversation, I hear how they feel crammed. The yard isn't ideal, the household noise is overwhelming, and gosh, if they just had a little more elbow room. In this, I hear frustration, overwhelm, and in my mind, you're sacrificing sanity over frugality? What if I told you this is not a sacrifice that you have to make? By investing in a more suitable home for you and your family, you're not only investing in more space for everyone to live, but in the overall better well-being and vibe of the household. And by making this investment, you're actually setting a greater financial foundation for you and your family for years to come. I'm Melissa Mobley with 406 Dream eXp Realty, and today I'm going to share with you how appreciation in Bozeman's market gives you every justification to upgrade and purchase that home that would be perfect for you and your family. And by buying that home, you're actually making the best financial decision you can make right now. So, a little background, appreciation. Most of us are pretty familiar with this term, but what is it in real estate? And why would it be important for me to understand right now? Simply put, appreciation in real estate is the increase in value of a property over time. So, let's say grandma, she bought that house in 1999 for $300,000 and she goes to sell it today, 25 years later. She might sell that same home for $900,000 today. Well, that difference of $600,000 is the home's appreciation. How much a home appreciates depends on market conditions. There's things like just the overall demand, inventory, inflation. These all play a part in the value growth. But Bozeman, let me tell you, it has the ideal market conditions for appreciation, and it's often why we see investors purchasing solely off of forecasted appreciation. With increased job opportunities, expansive developing, and a lure for living Bozeman's incredible lifestyle, we have become a hotspot for appreciation. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's look at your situation now. You've outgrown your home. You're tired of your tiptoeing around your bedroom at night because you might wake the kiddos up that they share the same bedroom wall, or you're quite frankly tired of the layout of the kitchen. There's no room. There's not enough room to put a table that actually fits entertaining dinner for family or friends, and maybe it doesn't even barely fit your family of four. Or how about a garage? You want a garage that's attached to the house so that you can maybe go outside and not track all the snow in every time you come through? Trust me, I feel you, and you don't have to sacrifice. You think you're doing the right thing. You're living your day to day, compromising your pleasure in your space, your home, your sanctuary, the foundation for your lifestyle. You're saving, living frugal. It feels good, right? Wrong. I'll tell you what, saving and waiting equates to missed opportunities for cash money. The nagging regret of not taking advantage of every available opportunity weighs heavily on the soul, haunting you with visions of what could have been if you had only seized the moment. In a world where time equals money, every moment squandered on saving serves as a damning reminder of lost potential and forfeited riches. Okay, that was a little dramatic, but let me tell you a story, a true story about a client of mine. Erica and her husband, they moved to the area and they bought a beautiful home. It really is beautiful. It's one, it worked great for when you're entering the Bozeman market at a time when bidding wars, they're pretty much expected on every home every time a client of mine purchased. But with 2 small children, 3 bedrooms, and a floor plan that was a little more suitable for a family of 3, she made it work. But making it work created extra, unnecessary stress. She loved to look at homes, and she would peruse homes listed online, dreaming about a day of just how nice it would be if she could have a larger home with more space for her and the fam. So one day, I found a home that had her name all over it. It was the one. I sent it her way and she agreed. She was like, 100%, I love this place. But in no way was she ready to purchase a home at $1.2 million. I mean, she had just moved into her home 2 years ago and she had purchased it for $720,000. 1.2 seemed like way too much. It was time for me to show her the numbers.
And this is exactly what I showed her. So let's take a look at the home that she was living in. She purchased the property for $720,000. And then let's take the growth rate in the last year in Bozeman, which is 5.7%. And I took a kind of mid, anywhere between 5 to 7 years is pretty common for somebody to live in the home. But if you take 5 years, and the future value ends up being, with the last year's growth rate, $949,965. So her appreciation when she goes to sell in 5 years, the appreciation alone is $229,965, which is wonderful at a purchase price of $720. That ends up being about $46,000 a year in appreciation alone. So then I showed her, well, hey, look, at 1.2, when you move into the new home, the home that you love, at a 5.7% growth rate, over 5 years, your future value ends up being 1.583. Your appreciation, the profit on that property alone, just the appreciation side of things, is $383,274. So when you look at that annually, you're looking at almost $77,000 a year in appreciation when you invest in the home at 1.2, the home that you love. Now, something very cool to take a look at too. Look at the 11%. Now, 11% growth rate is Bozeman's 10-year average. So when we look at that number, look at the big difference between 822,069 on the property that she loves to her old property that she lived in, 493,242, and that is appreciation alone. The difference is substantial.
So, using the savings, sweat equity, and appreciation, she had enough down money to purchase the home she desired. And look at the difference. In 5 years, if she decides to sell, she'll profit $328,827 more than if she had stayed in her prior home. You know, the one she didn't love and she felt stressed in? Appreciation works, especially in this Bozeman market. You can see how your home now attributes largely to your family's future wealth. So what do you think? Do you want to be like Erica? Make some moves, live your best life, live in that great home and plan for your future? Leave me a comment and I will send you a personalized appreciation outlook on your current home and the one that you love, just like you saw here today. So with this assessment, what you will see is a clear picture of where you sit currently and an outlook on the opportunities ahead. And you can then 100% justify moving into that lovely, incredible space that you want to call home. So if you found this video helpful and you got any tips and tricks out of this, take a look at this video here. And we have more tips and tricks of all things real estate, investing in your future, and building your financial wealth. Have a great day.